Chosen one, I know a secret about your destiny no one else does. And it reveals why you're here today. It's about a hidden connection that will transform everything. But you must not skip this next part. You're not here by accident. Heaven made a way for you to be where you are now. You were brought here by the Spirit of God because you are about to make a big step forward. What you're about to hear is real. It's God telling you that the bad times are over and good things are on the way. Decade 108 in the Bible says, Chosen one, God gives you the power to get rich, to keep His promise. Right now, that promise is for you. Every hard time, private fight, and private tear wasn't for nothing. They were getting you ready for what is going to happen next. It's not just luck. This meeting from God is very important. Heaven is getting bigger. God is sending you money, chances, and good luck. This is the sign you've been looking for. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Blessed one, cheer up. Amazing things are coming. The dry spell is coming to an end. Things are opening up. Things are going to get better. You were chosen for this. Take a step forward with faith. Your future is about to begin. Stop right now and let your heart open. This isn't just a fun moment. It's a meeting with God. There is something moving inside you as you listen. That's because heaven chose this very moment for you. Be careful with it. Do something to show your faith. Fill out the form with the number 99. Why 99? Heaven always sends the 99 after the 1. That person is you, the unique, special, picked one. I'm not just going to tell you what I think. These are signs from God. God has put someone in your life, not just to comfort you, but for your own good. Here are 5 signs. This is not about a quick spark or just liking each other. This is about fitting into God's plan for all time. There is still a story to be told, which is why a bond won't die. Their name keeps coming up in your prayers and quiet times feel heavy with unfinished business. Put down 1. It's not by chance that you keep running into them. You may have told yourself it was over. You told my heart, I'm free. I'm leaving. Still, they always seem to show up again when you least expect it. Their face pops up while you're just scrolling. The name wakes you up in a dream. You meet someone by chance in a place you didn't mean to be. There are no mistakes here. They look like God's prints. This is true for me because I've been through it. Sometime I thought God was done with that part of the story. Every thought and feeling I had was pushed deep inside me. But just when I thought it was over, reminders came in the form of random conversations, meetings, and whispered prayers. I thought it was just luck at first, but as time went on, I saw it was real. Heaven was using patterns to talk. God doesn't always yell. He whispers to you more often through timing and small actions that look normal but are meant to touch your spirit. That's why you feel like life is always pulling you back. That's not because you're weak, but because your job never ends. Reason waits for the right time. Know this, it's not always easy to get special connections from God. They show up at strange and awkward times. You meet in places that don't seem important at all times. These are, however, checkpoints from heaven that can't be seen. Each one is a sign that the job is still open. Being apart is like training. Being quiet makes you wait your turn. Delays make you stronger. When heaven says now your paths will meet in the best way possible. Have you ever thought about how small talk can feel so important? A simple hello can make you feel things you can't put into words. A look tells you that someone knows you. There is a secret language of the Spirit that even silence can speak. Remembering the past is not the only thing this is. It's heaven telling you that something is still unfinished. But here is the word of caution picked. It's not always God who gives us strong pulls. Your safety comes from being able to tell the difference. When God is there, the meeting doesn't make sense. Peace stays with you. Even if you still have question, there's a whisper inside. There's more. That's how this message got to you. These meetings aren't getting in the way. Inviting people to what heaven is getting ready for is what they are. The signs always get stronger when God is about to do something new. Be ready for the unexpected. Prepare your spirit. Choose one. Stay awake. This was never a mistake. And in the next sign, you'll see how just being with them awakens your calling. Pick it. Let's go further. There's a reason you keep meeting them. As you can see, I'll show you the second sign from God, though. Make a second sign. Being around them wakes you up. Butterfly stuff is not this. It's not just about feelings. This is about starting a fire in your soul that is easy to light. Some people make you feel wanted. Some entertain you and some take your attention away. But then there are some rare souls whose presence changes the mood of the whole room. You can think better when they come in. Your prayers get stronger. Your heart, which was once all over the place, suddenly fits with God's plan. Pick it. That's more than just needing someone to talk to. That's what spiritual activation means. This is true in my own life. A long time ago, I met someone who didn't say much, but being around them always made me feel better. My prayer life grew stronger. Dreams that I had put to rest came back to life. It wasn't charm. There was no attraction. It was in line. Being with them was like looking into a mirror and seeing the version of myself that God had always seen. That's when I realized that some connections aren't so much about comfort as they are about your calling. Know this. God doesn't send everyone to make you feel better. Some He sends to wake you up, to remind you of promises you forgot, and to bring back visions you thought were gone. They don't need to give a speech. They don't even need to say much. Their energy keeps things moving, and brings the warrior, the intercessor, and the visionary back to the surface. Chosen one, have you felt it around them? You know who you are. Not the person who was shaped by past hurts or others, but the one who was whispered into being by heaven before you were born. That's being in line with God's kingdom. This isn't just a short-term link because chemistry wears off. God has promised this. When heaven makes a link, it's meant to last longer than feelings and push you toward your destiny. So, here's the puzzle. Not only one side is awakening. When God brings two souls together, they both grow. An angelic force fills you like two flames that shine brighter when they join together. You feel like your prayers are stronger. Your dreams move faster. Your faith gets stronger. This doesn't need anyone. This is how we need each other for God to work. But be careful. This kind of connection won't always make you feel safe. Their presence will sometimes test you. Not with mean words, but by having a clear goal that makes you want to reach for more. Even though it can be painful, it is wholly because God does His best work when we are in pain. Take a look. You won't get lazy around the right person. They'll wake you up if you're too comfortable. When you see them, it will bring back prayers and promises you thought you had forgotten. That's how you know it's a God-given bond. Even if they don't say anything or touch you, just being near them makes you focus on Him more. That's wrong. You feel bigger. This could be why the enemy worked so hard to keep you apart. Because who knows what will happen when two chosen ones stand next to each other with the same goal. They are unstoppable when they work together. Picked. This is not feeling. It's the frequency. It's the signal from heaven telling you to go higher. This is just the start. In the next sign, you'll understand why silence, space, and time can't change what was written in heaven before you were born. Let me tell you something that will change the way you see everything. Make 3 signs. The connection lasts through time, silence, and space. Most connections between people are weak. They die when they can't talk all the time. When they don't understand each other, they break up. When it's too far away, they fade. But the bond doesn't break when God writes it. It gets stronger, more depth. It lives through something that should have killed it. This is true for me. There were times when I hadn't talked to someone in months and miles stood between us. Only God could connect us. It should have ended. Of course, the connection should have been gone by now, by all normal standards. Then, out of the blue, a memory came back. A dream woke me up or a message I wasn't expecting came in. It wasn't just thought about the past. It wasn't being weak. When spirit saw spirit, it knew spirit. Pick it. Time doesn't change how important a bond God makes is. It doesn't die in silence. It can't be erased by distance. Those things become tools for making things better. Instead, God lets you be a part to help you be more patient. He lets the silence help you figure out what's real. He lets the distance show that purpose doesn't depend on being close. Take a look at it this way. Weak ties need constant reassurance like texts, promises, and proof every day. But divine connections are kept together by things that can't be seen. The connection stays even if you don't talk to each other all the time. Your ghosts are talking. No matter what your mouths say, your tasks are connected in the spirit. Even if your paths on earth are different. That's why, chosen one, you can still feel the bond between you even after being apart for years. No, this is not an obsession. This is the endurance of a prophet. God is teaching you how to find strength. When everyone else says it's over, the Spirit says not yet. And you can't ignore what heaven says. Do not see the silence as a sign that no one is there for you. Do not think it's dead because it's far away. God is often most active when we can't see Him. When it's quiet, He works. In the gaps, He gets ready. He makes you and them better on separate paths that always lead to the right time for you to meet. Here's the big secret. The task is still alive if the bond has been strong through hard times, misunderstandings, and long periods of being apart. What began wasn't meant to be simple. It was made to take a hit. Heaven knows how to use connections well. It has a reason for living if it does. Picked. Figure out what the enemy is trying to do. He'll give you time to think about it. He will make people afraid by keeping quiet. He will stay away and whisper lies. Don't forget though that God doesn't need noise to show Himself. He moves in quiet ways that you can't see. He keeps some things safe until the right time. Not because He wants to repeat the past, but because He wants to start over with a purpose. It's not a ghost from the past that you can't shake. That bond you feel inside. This is a seed that will grow in the future. It has been buried, not turned into a ruins. And it will grow again when the stars line up. Don't leave me yet, chosen one. The next sign will show you why. This connection isn't just about friendship, but about pushing you toward your divine calling. Linger close, chosen one, because what you're about to learn will change how you judge every relationship in your life. Fourth sign, they push you toward your calling, not away from it. Not every person who loves you is meant to be in your life. Snorts, some people come to help you get better. Others come in just to bother you. At first, being with them might feel good. But as time goes on, you start to notice a subtle change. Your prayer life gets worse. Your vision gets fuzzy. You no longer want God as much. That's what happens when you connect with something on earth. For God, though, a bond makes the opposite happen. It doesn't make you dull. It makes you feel good. I know because this is what I've been through along my journey. There was someone who woke up a part of me I didn't even know was asleep. I couldn't stay small around them. My prayers got stronger. My dreams got bigger. My courage grew stronger. It wasn't because they made me feel bad. It was because they smelled like they had a purpose. They helped me remember who I was meant to be. Picked people God sends. Don't let you settle down. What you say won't make sense to them. They won't let you hide your unique gift. They instead bring out the leader, warrior, and visionary in you. They become like a mirror that shows not your flaws but your natural strength. It may not always be fun when they push you out of your comfort zones, but the pain is holy. It is a tool for growth from heaven. Take note of this. When you're with the wrong person, you feel tired, drained, and small. You feel bigger, and even pushed to rise around the right one. They don't need to preach. Their passion is all that reignites yours. Your own sense of purpose is stirred by theirs. That's not just how you feel. That's a promise. Picture iron being used to sharpen iron. There are sparks, but strength shows itself. You will feel better after God sends them. They're not there to help you get away. They are there to hold you in place. They may feel less like a romantic dream and more like a divine spark at times, but the fact that it's a chosen one is proof that it is God. Because fairy tales can make you feel better. But kingdom partnerships can change you. Their influence lasts even when you are far away from each other. It sounds like they are telling you what to do. You feel like their presence is a bar that keeps you going higher. Once this kind of connection wakes you up, you can't go back to small thoughts or weak prayers. That's the new level. And you know in your heart that you were meant to live there, chosen one. Understand why there has been such a fierce battle over this bond. The enemy doesn't care about how you feel. It scares him. If two people with the same goal ever stand together, they can heal many people at once. That's why you felt so much resistance. Hell sees what could happen before you do. Do not mistake their challenge for a rejection. Don't think that your discomfort is a sign of danger. In this case, it means that you are being honed, geared up, or pushed to become the real you. People that God sends don't make you feel safe. So don't run away. They send you so you can rise. Now, chosen one, stay with me until the next sign shows you the ultimate key. Why your mission and their mission are divinely connected and have effects that go beyond your own happiness and will last for generations. Picked. You've seen how God proves His presence through meetings. Awakenings, patience, and growth. We've now reached the last key. Put up 5. Their mission and your mission are linked. Heaven doesn't make connections just to make people feel less lonely. God plans things out. He lines up people's lives so they can make a difference. For the kingdom. A plan was made in eternity long before you knew their name or even met. There are 2 callings, 2 journeys, and 2 tasks that fit together like holy puzzle pieces. It was never about making you feel whole again through this bond. It was always about doing what God told them to do on earth. This is true for me. Someone had strengths that balanced out my weaknesses, courage that made up for my doubts, and faith that made up for my fears. It wasn't romance that made it stand out. Yes, it was recognition. I realized that we were stronger together, not because of how we felt, but because our missions were connected in ways that could only come from heaven. Picked. This is divine dependence on each other. Not needing each other out of fear, but because God wants them to work together. In the places where you feel weak, there is strength. The dreams you've been afraid to go after are brave. You thought your wounds disqualified you, but they help you heal. For more than just you, your union will touch other people. This is how heaven makes power stronger. Know this, God doesn't think about comfort zones when He combines 2 missions. He is thinking about the kingdom's claims to land and the traditions that have been passed down from generation to generation along with each other. You don't just make a couple. You make a force field in the spirit world. Your stories come together. Your battles come together. Your wins keep coming. The point of this connection was never just to stay alive. It was made to help businesses get back on track. Now you might understand why this bond feels so special. It doesn't matter who comes along. Nothing is the same. It's because this connection wasn't made out of wants. It was born in the archives of eternity. It's written by God all over it. The process has been very careful because it will affect many generations. This is why the timing is annoying. That's why it took so long. This will not happen too soon. According to heaven, chosen one, think for a moment. Each delay, separation, and painful pruning season wasn't meant to punish. It was getting ready. God would not bring you together while your wounds were still open or your spirits were not in sync. He was working on each of you separately, making sure you were strong enough to handle the weight of your joint assignment. Now comes the mystery. The enemy knew this. That's why the fight over this connection has been going on for so long. Because when two chosen ones stand together, the way they are positioned opens the door for plans from heaven to come true on earth. It's not enough that they love each other. They bring out the best in each other. They hide places where you can't see. They are the answer to problems that haven't even been thought of yet picked. When God combines missions, He's not just thinking about making people happy. He is thinking about the people you'll help, the chains you'll break, and the countries you'll affect. That's why it feels so holy, heavy, and unreplaceable. That's why it's not about what feels good. It's about things that will last forever. As this last sign sinks in, you realize you're not obsessive. After all, your spirituality is clear. You've always been able to sense how heaven is planned. God's timing wrapped up a kingdom alliance. Chosen one. Stay with me until the end. You'll see why God's delays are never turns down. And why when He moves, He does it with glory, accuracy, and a purpose that can't be stopped. Pick the time and place you are in now are not by chance. You did not hear what you just heard by chance. Every sign, whisper, and revelation was important. It was a revelation from the prophets that heaven has been running things behind the scenes since the beginning. God's hand has been steady even when you had doubts, were confused, or prayed in silence. Meetups you thought were random dreams that kept coming back to you at night. And the bond that wouldn't die were all part of a sacred plan. A blueprint made in eternity before you ever breathed. You're not making it up. It's not weak of you to feel it. You are not stupid for being able to see it. You are being called deeper, chosen one. God has not been silent. He has been strategic. He has been preparing you in ways you didn't even recognize. Every delay, every separation, every hidden season was not meant to punish you, but to prepare you. What looked like stillness was divine positioning. What felt like silence was holy recalibration. Heaven was refining you for this exact moment of clarity. The connection you sense is not entertainment for your emotions. It is an ignition for your mission. Heaven does not tether souls to keep them trapped in longing. Heaven aligns souls to unlock assignments. And what you are feeling now is not the end of a story. It is the prelude to a divine deployment. I've learned this through my own journey. There were times I mistook God's pauses for His absence. Times I thought silence meant I had been forgotten. But when I look back, I see clearly those were the seasons where God was crafting me into someone who could carry the weight of His promise and chosen one. That is what He has been doing in you. This is your awakening. This is your confirmation. You have been asking for a sign and heaven has answered. That connection that keeps tugging at your spirit is not here to distract you. It is here to direct you. It is heaven's way of pointing you toward your next assignment. So, I want you to make a declaration right now. Write it boldly in the comments. I recognize the signs. When you do, you are not just acknowledging it for yourself. You are releasing a ripple into the atmosphere. Your declaration may be the very confirmation another chosen one has been praying for. You might not even realize how your obedience in this moment becomes the spark that ignites someone else's clarity. Remember, this is bigger than your feelings. This is bigger than your questions. This is orchestration for the kingdom. You are part of a divine strategy that will ripple across generations. That's why you can't just ignore it. That's why you can't hide behind fear or confusion. You need to get up. Heaven says, take a deep breath in, chosen one. Let it leave a mark on your spirit. It doesn't fade. When it's God's plan, it grows up. It changes. It lines up. And when the time comes, it shows up with a force that no one, not even demons, can stop. Please stay with me until the end of this message, because what I'm about to say will awaken your prophetic spirit. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Koi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life, snorts, can be unlocked through your giving. Chosen one, open your eyes and your heart. Things that are happening to you right now are not by chance. It's a coming together. Heaven has been putting things together that you couldn't see. Setting up meetings that you couldn't see coming and protecting a bond that you couldn't break. You are on the edge of something supernatural. And this moment has a holy weight to it. You need to understand that this isn't just about two people being connected. It's about how heaven's plans play out on earth. All of the delays, fights, and long periods of being apart that seemed unbearable were not in vain. What God was making would last forever. Not getting an answer to a prayer was a lesson. Each tear you shed planted a seed. Now those seeds are breaking through the ground and sprouting into clear proof of God's timing. Listen to this with all your heart, chosen one. Under stress, the bond that heaven protects doesn't weaken. It gets stronger. When God says it's time, what stood the test of time, distance, and silence will become unbreakable. And that time is getting close. Maybe you felt like you were forgotten. You might have thought the story was over. Yet, heaven says, this is only the beginning. I know what it's like to wait for things to become clear when your mind tells you to let go. I know what it's like to hold on to a whisper. There have been times when nothing made sense and silence made fun of my faith. But every time God showed that his silence wasn't because he wasn't there. It was part of a plan. And when he did move, it was sudden, clear, unstoppable, and chosen. That is the season you are now in. That's why your spirit has been tense. That's why no other option has made you happy. This is because when God picks a bond, he doesn't let fakes fill the void. He only lets things get better until the real thing can be seen in all its glory. That's why this won't go away. That's why this message is being sent to you today. Now, what do? You set yourself up. You get your heart ready like the wise virgins in the story. You keep your oil full. You don't go after. You don't force. You don't trick people. You line up. You believe. You give up. Because when God plans something, all you have to do is be ready to say yes. Chosen one. Let these words become etched in your mind. It will come back if it is from God. It will line up if it comes from God. It will be impossible to stop. If it comes from God, don't let fear write your story. Don't let impatience get in the way of your plans. You're not as far away as you think. The change is already taking place. Things that can't be seen have already worked out for you. Now, I urge you to say it out loud in the comments. Still chosen and still aligned. This is your promise to God, your seal of faith. With each declaration, a space is created for miracles to happen. Not only words are being typed. It's like letting prophecy into your own future picked. You're not done with your story. Your story is coming to life in front of you, and everything will make sense when God finishes it. Every tear will show. Every second of waiting will be worth it in the end. In the last part, we will seal this word with prophetic activation that will give you courage, clarity, and faith that can't be stopped. Please take a moment to feel the weight of where you are right now. Chosen one, this message is coming to an end. You're not supposed to be here. This moment was planned by heaven to wake you up, realign you, and remind you that God is still writing the story of your life. You haven't heard these signs by chance today. They are signs that what you've been feeling and thinking about in private is really the voice of God leading you. There is more to this than feeling. There is more to this than longing. This is about fate. The bond that won't go away isn't just a memory glitch. It's a seed that was planted way back when. No matter how long you had to wait, how quiet it was, or how far away something seemed, it was never a punishment. It was getting ready. All of this has been working on you to make you strong, healed, and dependable enough to handle what He is about to give you. Chosen one, don't hate having to wait. Do not berate the quiet. These things belong to God. His silence was a plan. His delay was planned. He has been very good at timing. And when He moves, it will be fast, clear, and impossible to stop. This link can't be broken. Because of this, why your spirit won't let go of the past. Because God hasn't forgotten. Heaven has kept it safe. This connection has never been about easy comfort. It had consequences that would last forever. God ties together missions as well as hearts. He is thinking of legacies, generations, and lands that will be taken back for His kingdom. When He lines up two chosen ones. That's why this bond is so strong. That's why you've never been happy with a substitute. It has the marks of all time on it. What should you do now? Stand tall in your faith. Be strong in your hope. Do not be afraid of doubt. Raise your voice and tell heaven that you agree. Feel free to be bold in the comments. The alignment works for me. I'm still picked. These aren't just words. They are seeds of prophecy. When the time is right, every seed you plant in faith will grow into a harvest. Your words mark you and heaven answers. Also, don't hide this word. Tell the person God put on your heart while you listen. It's possible that heaven will use you to bring them clarity and peace in their life. Your obedience could set off the awakening of someone else who has been chosen. Above all, let this refrain fly over your soul like a flag. It will come back if it is from God. It will line up if it comes from God. It will be impossible to stop if it comes from God. Allow it to keep playing in your mind until it turns into firm faith. Picked 1. This is your moment, your appointed time. The wait is over. The preparation is done. The next chapter is about to start. And heaven wants you to be brave and jump right in. As you move forward, remember that you were born at this exact time. Your destiny is coming to life and nothing on earth or in hell can stop it now. Take this truth into your spirit, chosen one. This moment is not like any other. This is your unique moment. Your time has come. The heavens have already moved to help you. There is already a supernatural transfer happening as shown by the bond you feel and the signs you've seen. There's no need to wait for favor. You're going to walk into it. You're not trying to get alignment. That's where you are. Picked 1. Raise your head. Before you took your first breath, someone planned out your whole life. There is also no way that what God has planned can be changed. Not even delays, opposition, or evil plans. This connection isn't meant to make you feel weak. It's time to wake up your mission to bring out the best in yourself that hell feared would ever come out. You are taking a step into destiny and a divine partnership that will last for generations. I bless you right now. May your judgment get better. I hope your spirit stays strong. May every secret promise come true at the right time. As you move forward, be thankful that the doors are already opening and the harvest is already ready. Now is the time to stay true. Keep your oil full and get in tune with the flow of God's anointing. Seal this word, chosen one. Say it in the comments. I know what the signs mean. Send this message to someone else to wake them up. Remember that if it comes from God, it will come back. It will line up. It will be impossible to stop. Now, anointed one, walk boldly into the future that God has planned for you. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.